Hello, my beautiful winners. Man, oh man, oh man. It's with a heavy heart that I've got to give this video. I've got to make this video because it's about Ryan Garcia. A lot of you would have already heard that the WBC has expelled Ryan Garcia for his racist slurs, his racist rant that he had about both black people and Muslims. Goodness. What's really annoying about this is, I'm gonna admit, I was a fan of Ryan Garcia. Not a crazy fan, but I liked what he did in the Devin Haney fight. You know, I thought he was a good boxer. I thought he was something different to add to the boxing world. I liked his antics. And when I say antics, I just mean like he brought a little something different to the game. He wasn't your typical cookie cutter boxer. He wasn't boring, I'll put it that way. I thought he was a little bit rough around the edges. You know, I could see that he liked to drink, but I thought maybe that was just part of his game and he wasn't drinking as much, or he wasn't as under the influence as he made people think he was. I thought that was a tactic to make his opponents let their guard down. And, you know, I'm still not sure that that isn't the case. But one thing I do know is the case is he went on a racial tirade, which, you know, a lot of people that I know that have known about this, it shocked them too. It shocked the world, I'd say. It really lets you know that you can't trust people. You can't trust everybody, you know? And it really lets you know that this is show business. And by show business, I mean, people will say anything to not get cancelled. People will say anything to stay on top. You know, he was someone, he's got, wasn't Bernard Hopkins in his corner? You know, I've seen him with plenty of black people. But before I don't want to just like talk about it. Let me just show you. And I'm going to let you know, I'm going to play a clip from Instagram. This is directly taken from his rant on X, formerly known as Twitter. This is a way shortened version. I mean, he was talking this smack for a long time. This is just a bit of it. All right, I can't even show all of it. I don't even want to play all of it because I don't think it will be good for the channel. I'm not really going to go into the Muslim stuff because I don't think it will be good for the channel. Which, you know, as a side note, it's crazy that you can say loads of stuff about, you know, black people and the N-word and not worry about your channel getting taken down, but you can't mention Muslims or certain other races of people which will remain unnamed for various reasons. So anyway, let me play the clip. I'm going to turn it up nice and loud so you can hear.
KKK. No, I'm KK.
I've got the AK-47 ready. Let's get the next George Floyd.
Hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill the nigga again.
I'm gonna put my knee on his neck.
We need a scientist. I hate niggas. I'm anti-black.
Yeah, let's join the Ku Klux Klan. Let's the niggas.
Nigga, I'm KKK, nigga. I hate niggas.
I'm the leader of KKK, and I summon you to be the knight in shining.
Nah, nigga, I'm KKK. No, nigga, I'm KKK.
I've got the AK-47 ready. Let's get the next George Floyd.
Hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill the nigga again.
I'm gonna put my knee on his neck.
We need a scientist. I hate niggas.
All right. I can only want to hear. I don't want to hear too much of that. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna play it again, not immediately, but I just want to say, like, you know, he was, in case you haven't realized, they were beeping out the N-word. him and his friend, who seems like he's from the UK, which lets you know, like, a lot of people think there's just racism in the US towards black people. There's racism in the UK as well. I'm telling you. In fact, I would say that there's racism in every single country towards black people. I think we are literally the only race that has unanimous racism against us. And not only is it just like random people, like in the US, obviously he mentioned the KKK, but in the UK, originally, I think back in the day, like the 70s, don't quote me on this 100%. I don't know when they stopped being called the National Front, but they used to be called the National Front, the NF. And then they became, I think it was the English Defence League, so EDL in the UK. I know for a fact they've got like, in Germany, they've got like a version of like KKK or NF or EDL. They've got their own version. And, you know, I would say that in most countries, they've got their own version of a racist group. They've definitely got it in France. In France, it's like they're in power. They've got right-wingers in power. You know, in a lot of countries, they've got right-wingers in power. You know, so it's not a game. You know, for people that think racism is over, and for people that think it's something of the past, and, you know, people that still bring it up, they're just being overly sensitive. That is not the case. That is not the case at all. But with this particular case, it's really alarming. He just seemed like, and look, I'm someone that I don't really trust people very easily. And I'm not even saying that I trusted him. I don't know the guy. He's a sports personality that I see on TV. But what I do know is that he really did seem kind of genuine around black people, and he was around them often. But I'm sure he would call himself a minority because he was, I don't know if he's Mexican or Spanish, but he's of Latin, some sort of Latin descent. And it's weird how other minorities also really choose to be racist against black people, even if they experience some sort of racist themselves. It's like they embrace the hierarchy. I mean, I guess that's what white supremacy is when you break it down. If you look at white supremacy, I'm not going to go onto a whole, I'm not going to make this video all about that, but I mean, that's how it works, top down, top to bottom. And it's like a crabs in a barrel situation where people are happy to be above someone else. If they're not at the top, they're happy to just be not at the bottom. And to show that they're not at the bottom, they want to distance themselves from the bottom by cultivating racism within their own cultures to say, hey, we're not them, we don't like them, we're better than them, they're down there, we're here. And by default, even if they don't say it, white people are up here in comparison to them. That's, I mean, someone like Ryan Garcia, he could pass as Italian, he could pass as white, really. And I think a lot of people, if they can pass as white, they would like to pass as white, if they can. And he definitely is one of those people. I mean, you heard how he was talking with the other British-sounding person, talking about wanting to be in the KKK. You know, it's like united against black people. It's disgusting. I used to think he was okay because he was a God-fearing guy. And it's so funny because a lot of, even back in the day, even in the KKK, they burn a cross, right? They burn a cross and they allude to be, I mean, they say they're Christians. They say that what they're doing is the work of God. They use religion as a tool. They use it as a tool to kind of help indoctrinate other people, and so that they feel like what they're doing is right, to absolve them of their sins. But they'll never be absolved of their sins. They are doing the devil's work. When I say they're doing the devil's work, they are the devils. If you're doing stuff like that, you are devilish, and if you're devilish, you are the devil. Simple as. Oh well, that's I'm no longer a fan of him, and I would, if you're a black person and you know what he's done, and you've listened to this,
I hate niggas. I'm anti-black.
Yeah, let's join the Ku Klux Klan. Let's the nigga.
Nigga, I'm KKK, nigga. I hate niggas.
I'm the leader of KKK, and I summon you to be the knight in shining.
Nah, nigga, I'm KKK. No, nigga, I'm KKK.
I've got the AK-47 ready. Let's get the next George Floyd.
Hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill the nigga again.
I'm gonna put my knee on his neck.
Nigga, we need a scientist. I hate niggas. I'm anti-black.
Yeah, let's join the Ku Klux Klan. Let's the nigga.
Nigga, I'm KKK, nigga. I hate niggas.
If you're still a fan of Devin Haney, if you're still a fan of Ryan Garcia, sorry Devin, I don't want to put your name in that. If you're still a fan of Ryan Garcia after that, and I was saying if you're a black person, you're still a fan, you should be ashamed of yourself. But to be honest, if you're anyone, if you're a white person, you're still a fan, and any person in between, any type of person, color, creed in between, and you're still a fan, you should be ashamed of yourself. And if you're a black person, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. And I've heard an apology from him, but he's just trying to secure the bag. It's so funny because he went out after this happened and he uploaded something where he was saying he never apologizes. He will not apologize. So that was his initial thought when he got backlash. And then I think it started getting a little bit hot around the collar for him. And then he decided to put up an apology. But if you're stupid enough to believe that apology and not think he's just trying to not be cancelled and just trying to not be expelled from the WBC, and he's just trying to not get his opportunities taken away from him, then you're a damn fool. But I like to think that if you're watching this video, you're not a damn fool. Because if you're watching this video, you're one of my beautiful winners and you're in a winner's circle. And if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, come on, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give us a nice thumbs up. Give us a like, all right? I want to grow this channel, all right? Bad. It's so crazy because that is such a small, minute part of what he said. The video was about, he went on like I think it was like a 7-minute tirade. And there was other stuff as well. It was more than 7 minutes, but like where he was just talking about Muslims and black people was like 7 minutes. Do you know how long 7 minutes is to just be like berating a group of people? And listen, I do not want to hear black people saying, he didn't say it with a hard R. He meant it with the, he meant it with the A. That's BS. That is not the case. He made it pretty clear. If you listen to the rest of the video, it's that I haven't played. If you listen to the rest of it, you will see. That's not what he meant. And also, he made it really clear that, because like I know that like sometimes black people are like, oh, I don't hate N-word. No, I hate N-word. I don't hate black people. Some people are like that. I just want to reiterate that one more time. Sometimes black people say, I love black people. I hate the N-word. That is not what he meant. He said he's anti-black. He made it crystal clear. Crystal clear. So, I hope, I always like to wish people the best, but I have to say I wish him the worst. Listen, you hear what he said about George Floyd? He said he wants to bring him back to life so he can kill him again. And he said he's going to put his knee on his neck. And so was the other guy. They were arguing over who could be the person that puts their foot on their knee on his neck. That's crazy to me. Anyway, comment, leave a like, subscribe. Everyone chime in down below. I want to hear what you got to say about this, man. And if anything else happens, I will follow up. All right? Peace and love. And I want the peace and love that I send out to you guys to counteract the hate from people like this. Peace and love and blessings.